Radio. Welcome to the Happy Handyman Show. I'm Trudy Chook, broadcasting live from Johnny Chook's Home and Hardware. Let me tell you where we're located. We're at 2361 Northwest Military Highway, which is about 2 miles north of Loop 410, right past the light at Lock Hill, Selma. The store is going to be open today till 6:30. Tomorrow, for your convenience, 11 to 5. But if you have a question and you want to call the store, the number is 210-341-1573. And as I'm talking right now, we are streaming live on Facebook. Just go to Johnny Chook's and you will see me in my little red Do It Best shirt. And this, if you're watching, then I can show you all the things that we're going to be talking about today. You can also, if you don't catch it while it's live, you can catch it on a replay out on our website, which is happyhandyman.com, or out on our YouTube channel, again, Johnny Chook's Home and Hardware. And if you see something that you like here today, and you want it delivered to you, you can go out to the website and we can deliver it to you. If you don't see it out there, just give me a call here at the store and we will ship it right to you. Now, let me tell you about some events that we have coming up. Today, it's still going on. It's our back to school sale. And is it for the kiddos? Some, mainly it's for you mamas and Gigi's and Nanas and Grammys, or whatever your title is, to take care of these youngsters all during the summer. And now they're going back to school, and so we're going to give you some things for taking care of the kiddos all summer long. We have ice cream right now. If you want to run over here, we still have some. You can make yourself an ice cream sundae. But some of the things that we have on sale is our wonderful loungewear from Zenana that's usually $23 to $25. And it's $19.99 right now. If you haven't ever tried the Zenana loungewear, boy, you are missing out. And Farmhouse Fresh is 40% off. This is a great time to stock up on some of your favorites with that. And then in our new line, the Lalia line, absolutely beautiful bath care and things like that. Perfumes, lotions, bath, bubble bath, okay, all beautiful too. It's just not glass jar, it's beautiful stuff. If you buy a full size anything in that line, you get either a little free perfume or a little free lotion. And then another free giveaway that we're doing is the Glass House candles. If you're familiar with Glass House candles, how wonderful they smell. We give away a free little perfume that you can stick in your purse. And so those are the things that are for you, Mom, Grammy, Gigi, Nana, or whatever your name was. Now for the kids, we have backpacks made by Steve and Joseph. They're really cute, really durable, and we pack them with crayons, pencils, and a spiral notebook. So you get some free school supplies in with your backpack. And they're really cute. They also have coordinating wallets and lunch bags. So it's fun. And now through also the 31st, we have a big yellow barrel up front. And it is a deal where you can put in your school supplies. And then we are coordinating this with, I forget who. Oh yes, it's Community of Support, CISSA, and it serves more than 92,000 children in grades K through 12 at 160 campuses in 13 districts in San Antonio. So if you want to donate school supplies, we'll take care of taking it to wherever they need to, okay? Now, not this month, but next month, we have an event for all of you that like Milwaukee tools. We brought in Milwaukee tools about 3 months ago, and we really are just we were waiting to get it all in because it took a while to get it all in. And so now we're going to have this event, and it's going to be on August 20th from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. And during that time, If you buy a certain amount, you get a free battery. Pack out, if you're familiar with pack out, it's all going to be 10% off. That's what I said. Didn't I say August 10th?
You said 20.
I said the 20th? Well, I meant the 10th. Watch. Okay. August 10th. And see, that's why I have everybody around me. August 10th from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. And like I said, the pack out's going to be 10% off. We have this great, it's an impact drill. It comes in a little tool chest, and it comes with a battery and a charger. They're regularly like $169, and honest to goodness, if you have this impact, you really don't need another drill. And it's going to be for $99. I mean, this, if you were thinking about buying a Christmas gift, birthday gift, a gift to yourself, come on August 10th from 11 to 2, okay? And the Milwaukee guy is going to be here too to answer any of your questions that you have. And that's the events coming up. We have one more event coming up on the 23rd of August, okay? The 23rd of August, we're going to do another make and take, because we have brought in, I don't know if any of you remember, last time we did a make and take with Wise Out paint. And I mean, everybody loved it. I was thinking, hey, if we have 5 people show up, I'll be thrilled. We have like 25 people. And so now we're going to do a make and take with a product line called Redesigned by Prima. So what is Redesigned by Prima? It's all these decorative papers, either in a transfer or a decoupage paper, a thing you can rub on. There's gilding markers, there's gilding wax, and we're going to do a make and take with that. Let me just show you some of the things that, or I can talk to you about some of the things and show you on Facebook what we got in. Some of their decoupage fiber can make just a plain chest, something you pick up on the side of the road, something you pick up in Amazon Marketplace, or maybe you just want to update something that you have in your house. Because if you have a really nice piece of furniture, let me tell you, that stuff lasts and lasts, and you can just update it with a transfer, with a decoupage paper, and that's what we're going to be doing. So we have one of them. Just go out to Redesigned by Prima and look at one of them that we have is called Blooms Burst of Color. Another one that we have is called Froggy Meadow Greens. And then you have to remember, we have all the paints that coordinate with them. And then this is what we're going to be doing on with the make and take. So all you people that are listening, it is little tiles. They look like tiles, but it's just paper. And you're going to have a piece of wood that you apply this to. And then you can either use it as a plaque, you could, as long as you would put a finish on it, you could use it as a hot pad, or maybe you could put some paper at the bottom of it and use it on your desk, give it as a gift. But it's just something to get your feet wet in this, because these things are so beautiful. And they're very reasonable. You don't have to be an artist. I know you see a lot of people out there that are artists, and you think, oh no, what am I gonna, I can't do that. Yes, you can. Yes, you can, and I'll show you how on this make and take. Sign up for it as soon as, we're gonna talk about it pretty soon. If you're on our email list, and I'm gonna be talking about it on the radio, call the store, get your name in there so that you can be a part of this. Okay, now, also we've got in, a lot of my stuff is finally coming in from Dallas Market, and we got tons of new cookbooks in. And this one is one that says San Antonio Cooks. And it's all the restaurants from San Antonio. And a lot of you know that I'm right here, kind of right on the other side of Castle Hills. And there is a place right down the road for us called Clementine's. And they are in this book. I would think this would be so much fun to have at your house. The pictures are beautiful, and they have all the different recipes from those restaurants that they have so I think it's very nice that they will share that with everybody. So this is just one of the new books that we got in. We also got one that's for Houston also. So if you have relatives that live in Houston, that would be a great gift. We got a bunch of new children's books. The ones that are called Baby's Classics, and it's like Jungle Book, Peter Pan, Alice in Wonderland. These are just great pickup gifts, and they are, I read them all myself, and nothing gets on the shelf unless I really, really like it. So anyway, those are some of the new things that we got in. Hey Cindy, and hi Karen, those of you that are watching on Facebook, thank you so much for watching. All right, so I was reading this week and I came across this article that was very interesting, and it was talking about all different kinds of tips, and one of them was watering tips. And I have to tell you, last year not a lot of people watered. I mean, people didn't bother watering, they just kind of gave up. But right now I think people are real encouraged. Their grass looks good, and so they want to keep it up. And so I wanted to give you some tips on how to best water your grass, and then maybe some tips on how to keep the grass growing. Okay, so one of their tips was to buy an impact sprinkler, and you know the impact sprinkler is the one that kind of goes across. You see them on golf courses and stuff like that. Okay, they're called impact sprinklers. If you go to your hardware store, you'll see them there. They suggest to put it on a tripod, and I thought, well, what difference does it make if it's on a tripod? They said that it kind of mimics real rain, and then, this is the part I like first, you don't have to stand on your head to mount it and get the settings just right for it to water where you want to. It's up right around your waistline so you can see, and they're great. These impact sprinklers are great for large areas. If you have a big backyard, if you've got some acreage, then you know these impact sprinklers are great. And some impact sprinklers, you're able to attach it to another impact sprinkler. So when you do one, you get another one. Another thing is to water your grass seed carefully. Okay, so if you're like me, I have some spots where the grass died when we just had that intense heat from last year, and I really didn't do anything about it. So what can you do? Okay, so you can go and get St. Augustine and put it down, and really you have to water it every day. You don't just assume it's wet. You have to water it every day. Or you can get a grass seed like a rye, or well, I just think of rye all the time, and fill that in and keep the ground settled, your dirt where you want to, and then put on your, they have a hose in one from Adams called Has to Grow, and just start spraying the yard with the Has to Grow. And then, hey Jean, hi, how are you? And that will help take up some of your bald spots in the yard. And that St. Augustine, since we have had such wonderful weather and the heat is not so extreme, that you can maybe catch up with it, and by the time that winter is here, you might have a full thing of grass and not have to reside. Now, another thing is choose the right sprinkler for the location. Okay, so a circular area, like if you have a small circular area, what you want to choose is a rotary sprinkler. And a rotary sprinkler is just like what you think it is. It's got arms that go out, and when you do, it does circles. And so it'll do a big area. I have this one pulled out from Do It Best, and it does, like I said, 360, and it will do 1,256 square feet. And they're super reasonable. This one's metal. I like metal because then they don't go anywhere. And these are these, they call them revolving, but what they're called a rotary, okay? You can attach one to the other to the other. if you have a long strip, okay, don't be just watering the outside of the house trying to get that long strip. Use a soaker hose. Use a soaker hose, and you could either do one of the black ones that I have showing right now on Facebook, or those solid green ones that sprinkle just up. Okay, you can flip them over and turn them down so the water just goes into the ground and not up where you lose a lot of evaporation with evaporation. So that would be the ones that you need to use for long strips. And then for square or rectangular areas, you want to use an oscillating sprinkler. And those are the kind that have the arm that goes back and forth, okay? And this one that I'm showing also is a do-it-best one, and it covers 3,500 square feet. They're all super reasonably priced, and then they are, if you have any problem with them, you just bring it back and we'll take care of it for you. And oh, one other thing. One of the easy ways, like say if you have an impact sprinkler and you want to put it down in the ground, you can take a PVC pipe, like a 1-inch, this one that I have that we cut some 1-inch pieces. We cut 1-inch, half-inch pieces of pipe. So if you just need 1 foot, we've already got it cut for you. And you can pound this into the ground, okay? And then you'll always know where your impact sprinkler needs to go, because the shaft of it will go down into this pipe, this PVC pipe, and then you don't have to wonder about where to put that. Was it here? Was it here? Was it here? And it'll be in the right place the whole time. I'm going to show this PVC pipe for one other thing. Okay, so now on that article, it had some tips on using PVC pipe and other things too. So with PVC pipe, like if you get the 2-inch round, if you have pruners that maybe don't go up high enough, if you're trying to get high up in a tree, attach these 2-inch and wrap them with duct tape so they stay in place to your pruners, and get up even higher. It'll also give you a little more oomph to your cutting power, okay? Those are really good. Now, this is what I was showing everybody earlier, and everybody came by the radio table and go, are you gonna talk about pipe bumps today? No, why would I do that? But on this PVC pipe, a lot of you go on vacation. And if you're like me, I don't take a lot of my jewelry or anything like that. The question is, where do you keep it while it's gone? I mean, if you have like a safe that's built into your concrete, then yes, that's wonderful. They can't pick it up and walk away with it in the foundation. But most of us just have a little safe, if we have one at home, and it's to keep our papers and stuff like that. And if anybody wants it, they can just walk away with it because it's got a handle on it. All right, so this is what I suggest. You take a piece of this PVC pipe and you put 2 caps, one on one end and one on the other, and drop your valuables down in there, and then put it up somewhere where it would not look out of place, okay? And then you have a place to keep your valuables. If you wanted to take it with you, you could put it in the car, and so this is a good way to safely keep your valuables. All right, how many of you have like milk jugs and juice jugs and things like that? And what do you do with them? If you're like me, you recycle them and put them in your recycling container. Sometimes I'll put water in them and stuff like that. But if you cut off the bottom of it, they make great furniture sliders because they're plastic. And then if you get stuck right then and you don't want to have to go to the hardware store to go pick up sliders, because they're really good sliders and they are really good. Okay, but this will work in a pinch. And you just put them on the bottom of your chairs or your table or your sofa and move it around, and it'll move like glass across your carpet or across your wood floors. How many of you, if you're putting in a little nail and you holding it with one hand, hammering it, and you end up bonking your finger, right? That hurts so bad. Okay, take a bobby pin and put it over that nail. Hold the bobby pin out to the side and start your nail. And once you get it started, there's no problem. You don't have to hold it, and continue to pound it in. Extreme tape. If you were watching our videos this week, I talked to you about extreme tape and how you can use it around your garden hoses, around your PVC pipe if you have a break in the sprinkler system. It's a permanent fix. It's not a temporary fix. And what's so amazing is that extreme tape does not stick to anything. It only adheres to itself, okay? It's not like electrical tape that's super sticky. That's what it looks like, but it adheres to itself, and the reason it adheres to itself is the way you use it. You stretch it and pull it and stretch it and pull it, and it just will take a leak that is going 90 miles an hour and will cut it off. And so you don't have to call a plumber. I mean, you can the next day, but I'm telling you, it's a permanent fix. You can use it on your radiator, but you can also use it, like say you're getting ready to use a pair of pliers and you don't want to scuff up what you're working on. Like maybe say you're taking off a shower head and you don't want to mess up the chrome on it. Well, just wrap the ends with magic wrap, extreme tape, and it will keep you from marring any of that. So, okay, those are your tips. I thought they were great tips. So, all right, now, mosquitoes. What can you do about mosquitoes right now? If you don't have a Dynatrap, then there's other things that we can do. Any kind of standing water, you want to use mosquito dunks. You can, that means any kind of bird bath or anything like that. You want to use a mosquito dunk. They look like little donuts, and they're completely safe. If your dog likes to go and drink the water in those things, it won't hurt them. If you want to treat the yard, there is a product called Mosquito Beater. I like the one that's a hose in, and right now it says it keeps working for up to 4 weeks. Well, I think you have to take that with a grain of salt because our weather gets so hot, and if we continue to have like these little rains all the time, you'll probably have to spray a little more often than every 4 weeks. But it kills the mosquitoes, and so I like to tell people, like, if you're getting ready to have a party tomorrow, spray the yard tonight, and then by tomorrow you're good and you won't have any mosquitoes. You can also, I like to use the Spartan Mosquito Eradicator. It is a tube that has a dry powder on the inside of it. You add a little warm water and shake it, and then put it up in the trees, in the shade of the trees, and within about 2 weeks it gets rid of about 85% of the mosquito population, and I can deal with 15%, okay? Ceiling fans. We still have a few ceiling fans left. Not a whole lot, but let me tell you right now, the sale that's going on ceiling fans is not anything like I've ever done before. So if you are buying a ceiling fan that is $120 or more, we'll give you $25 off. If it's $250 or more, I will give you $50 off. And if it's more than $300, I give you $75 off. So if you're looking to get a ceiling fan, right now is the best time. I still have about 4 Artis fans in. Those are those 3-bladed fans that move more air than anything else. And with your sale, you'll get them for about $420, which for a lifetime fan is a really good price. They come with a light kit, with a remote. They're super easy to install. And then I still have some fans from Wind River that are super simple fans, and they start at $120, okay? So you would get $25 off of that, and that puts your price for a ceiling fan well within almost anyone's reach. They are pull chain fan only, okay? But they have light kits, and they're real easy to get and change out the bulbs. And those kind of light kits are really hard to find. Okay, I've given you a lot of information today, I know. But let me tell you where we're located. We're at 2361 Northwest Military Highway, which is about 2 miles north of Loop 410, right past the light at Lock Hill, Selma. The phone number here is 210-341-1573. The store is going to be open today till 6:30, tomorrow 11 to 5. Anything I talk about will be out on the radio table in case you miss one little spot of it. Don't forget to sign up for the Make and Takes, to come in for the Milwaukee event. They're going to be great events. All right, that's it for this week, folks. It's time for you to roll up your sleeves and get busy on some of these projects we've been talking about. But by all means, you remember one thing: it will always be a great day. See you next week, guys.